2024 has been a roller coaster, with unexpected twists in both home prices and buyer activity, and June was no exception. While home prices in the Greater Toronto Area have dipped compared to last year, what about Toronto on its own? Did it follow this trend or did it defy expectations? Stick around and find out all the details, right here, right now. Hi, and welcome back to Everything Toronto. And for those of you new to this channel, I'm Fred Renna, a local real estate broker right here in Toronto, Ontario. And I specialize in helping clients from around the world relocate to, from, and within the Greater Toronto Area. So let's talk about what happened in June. Despite the Bank of Canada's interest rate cut on June 5th, the market didn't bounce back as expected. Buyers decided to stay on the sidelines, so sales in Toronto saw double-digit drops compared to last month and last year. So did home prices take a hit too? Let's dive right into the numbers and find out, and then I'll talk about what to expect for the rest of the year. The average price in Toronto reported by the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board for the month of June hit $1,173,781, resulting in a decrease of 1.6% month over month and an increase of 1.9% from June of last year. You heard right, it went up. And coincidentally, it's also up 1.9% compared to 2022. And if you're curious, it's up 8.7% compared to 2021. As for the number of new listings, TREB recorded 6,820 new listings in June, a decrease of 7.3% from last month, but it's up a hefty 17.8% year over year. It's also up 13.9% compared to 2022. And compared to 2021, it's up 6.8%. Now let's look at number of new sales, and this is where it gets a bit ugly. There were 2,236 properties sold in June, a decrease of 17.2% month over month, and a huge decrease of 21.1% year over year. When compared to 2022, sales are down 7.7%. But compared to 2021, it's down 41.9%. Now let's drill down into different housing types and analyze how each segment performed. First, we'll look at detached homes, where the average price in June was recorded just over $1,750,000. It's down 3.7% from May and down 1.5% year over year, but it's up 1.2% compared to 2022. There were 744 detached homes sold last month, down 12.6% month over month and down 7.8% year over year. It's also down 0.4% compared to 2022. Next, we'll look at semi-detached homes. The average price in June was recorded just over $1,280,000, down 9.4% from May and down 8.9% from 2023. It also decreased 4.5% compared to 2022. There were 236 semi-detached homes sold last month, down 13.9% month over month, and down 20.8% year over year. It's also down 3.7% compared to 2022. Now let's look at townhomes. But before we do, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in Toronto, including real estate plus all the great stuff to do in the city, then subscribe and tap that bell so you can be the first to know about everything Toronto. Okay, moving on. The average price of a townhome in Toronto was $1,008,467 in June. This is a decrease of 3.5% month over month and a decrease of 2.4% compared to 2023. It's also down 1.8% compared to 2022. There were 232 townhomes sold last month, down 9% month over month and 14.4% year over year. And it's also down 4.5% compared to 2022. Lastly, we'll look at condos, where the average price hit $763,148, a decrease of 0.5% month over month and 0.9% compared to last year. It also dipped 1.1% compared to 2022. There were 1,014 condos sold last month, a decrease of 21.8% month over month and 29.4% year over year. It also dropped 13% compared to 2022. So what's next? The challenges Canadians face go far beyond the real estate market. Although our economy relies heavily on real estate, overall it's at its tipping point, making the next interest rate announcement so crucial. And if you want to know my predictions for the rate announcement coming up on the 24th, watch the video linked above. Beyond interest rates, the government needs to restore confidence to incent spending and revive the economy. With June's unemployment rate rising again from 6.2% in May to 6.4% in June, boosting confidence and spending is an absolute must. As for the real estate market, summer is typically slow and I don't expect that to change regardless of what happens on July 24th. Buyers will likely stay on the sidelines until the second week of September. But by fall, we should see an uptick in activity, bringing more buyers back and ultimately benefiting the economy. And there's your market update for July. But before I leave you, remember, if you're thinking of moving to or out of Toronto, reach out to us anytime. Every day we get calls from people just like you planning their Toronto move. Whether you're moving in 3 days or in 3 months, we got you covered. Our team is dedicated to providing tailored solutions that match your needs and timeline to help make your move easy and stress-free. So if you're planning a move, feel free to give us a call, send us a text, or drop us an email. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and liking this video, and don't forget to tap that bell. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.